Football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, good move. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now Wilson on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll try to run with Hines. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll fake it. Now Locke. Hard throw, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
14.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, it's Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Locke escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryan Grant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
What a spin. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long. It's Locke. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
There he goes inside the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll try to run with Carson, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They give it to him running left. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Janikowski adds the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Out to kick is Janikowski. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dontrell Inman, 27 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try. Play action. It's Luck. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Luck on first down. Flushed out right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On second down, here's Luck. His pass caught at the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw on second down is Locke. And incomplete on the deep ball. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. From the gun on third down, Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Luck going to keep it on the sneak. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Right back to him on first down. And an alley to run. Room to run inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Back to the air. Luck on second down. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun, here's Luck. It's complete to Grant. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Throwing again is Lott. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Wrong. We're wrong. 674.
He'll get it up the middle. And he takes it in for a Colts.